Good afternoon, everyone. This is Christina Juppe here, health and well-being coach and rapid transformational therapy practitioner with yet another broadcast on behalf of the Soul Spa, a place where you can learn about everything and anything connected to mind, body and spirit. I do a weekly broadcast on this channel and today's topic is affirmations and how to use them effectively. In my work as an RTT therapist, I use hypnosis as my starting point. I also produce visualizations and standalone hypnotic recordings. And those of you who've watched me before will know that I work thus very heavily with the power of the mind. Those of you who know me or have watched any of my other videos will also know that the mind is in the main influenced by two things: the words we say to ourselves and the pictures we make in our head. And this focus of the mind is exactly what we're using when we are using affirmations. And today I'll just give you a few tips and tricks on how to use the affirmations effectively. First of all, what is an affirmation? An affirmation is a statement affirming the possibilities in one or more areas of your life. Hello, Joe. Hello. Hello to everyone who's watching me. An affirmation is therefore stating a possibility, affirming something you want to achieve in one or more areas of your life. And the purpose of the affirmation and repeating it on a regular basis is to release any resistance, is to change your energetic field around you, to release any blocks and any resistance, and by repeating the affirming statements to let in and attract the outcome that you want to achieve. So affirmations are statements regularly used to bring about an outcome in our lives in a situation that we're currently not happy with, that currently is not up to our standards. But as with everything, there is best practice and there's a way to use affirmations that will make them more efficient. So, number one, when you compose an affirmation, if you so want, keep it in the present tense. I'll use an example. In these challenging times, COVID, isolation, economic factors, etc., employment is an important factor for a lot of people, even more important than usual, and many will have lost their employment, will have been made redundant, their hours have gone down, whatever. So I'm just going to use this because it's perhaps very relevant for a lot of people right now. So say, for example, my affirmation was, I will find employment. Well, the mind doesn't know what to do with the future. The mind lives in the now. Hence, we're using the present tense. So an adaptation would be, I am finding employment. Great. Second principle of the affirmations is keep them short. So I'm doing well here because I'm saying I am finding employment. But I can improve on that. But basically keep the affirmation short so you can remember it easily. One sentence is absolutely enough. Now the third point, make the affirmation, compose it in a way that is exciting to you. Use exciting, vivid words. Use language that's relevant to you. So I'm finding employment is a good start, but we can improve on that. Why not replace it with, I am soon finding the ideal job for me, feeling happy, feeling fulfilled, feeling on purpose. That sounds much more exciting, doesn't it? That sounds much more intriguing. That sounds like something we really want to do. So use exciting feeling words. Use language that means something to you and that is believable. Which brings me to point number 4, and possibly the most important aspect here, your affirmation needs to be believable. It needs to be something that causes either very little or no resistance within you. So for example, if I say, within the next 2 weeks, I'm joyfully finding employment, my ideal job, feeling happy, fulfilled, and on purpose. But I don't really believe I can do this within the next 2 weeks. Then we have an issue here. The rest of the affirmation is fine, but within 2 weeks, that causes resistance within me. That causes me to think, oh my God, within 2 weeks, 14 days, day one is now. Am I going to manage? Will I going to manage? That's not a lot of time. So you see where I'm coming from. So you want to generate an affirmation that is believable. Now, this particular affirmation within 2 weeks may be entirely believable to you, in which case it's fine. But in my case, I feel a resistance coming up within me. So I'm going to change my affirmation to, very soon I will find my ideal job, feeling fulfilled, feeling happy, feeling on purpose. So here I've replaced the within 2 weeks with very soon, because obviously, I want this to happen soon, but I have not put myself under the pressure of finding my ideal job within 2 weeks. And that immediately makes me sound relaxed, makes me feel better. And the whole statement now for me is something that I can believe in, that I want to say, that I want to picture, and that I'm happy with. So these are the basic building blocks of your affirmations. Keep them in the present tense always. The mind doesn't care about the past, doesn't care about the future. It lives in the now. So keep them in the present tense. Keep them short. You want to remember what you're saying so you can repeat it easily. Keep the relevant language. Keep it exciting. Keep the words meaningful to you so you can picture a vivid image with it. And 4, keep it believable. So there's no resistance coming up with you, or at least very little resistance, so you don't self-sabotage. Now, I said a minute ago that the fact that an affirmation must be believable is the most important aspect, and it's true. So I'll give you a couple more pointers, tips to change your affirmation, to reword it, if you're struggling to come up with something that you can really subscribe to, that you can really believe will happen. First of all, go general. And this is something I've done in my last example, but I'll do it again. If something has a deadline, for example, if you say to yourself, by the time I'm going on holiday on the 25th of August, I'm losing 3 stone, feeling great, feeling energetic, feeling happy and healthy overall. So that is not a bad affirmation, but the 3 stone is bothering you and the holiday deadline is bothering you as well. Too specific. So you still want to lose the weight, so let's go general. So tip number 1, go general. Say, for example, you are going on holiday on the 25th of August, which is about a month away. Then just say, within the next month, I'm well on my way of losing weight, feeling happy, feeling slim, feeling trim, feeling energetic. So I've replaced here the holiday deadline with a more general statement, and I've replaced the 3 stone with just losing weight. But I can actually even improve on that. I've said something before about language. When it comes to losing something, that always is a negative connotation. So try and avoid the word losing, as I've just done. If you want to lose weight, don't use that word, but use other expressions instead. For example, slim down, drop in size, become lighter, become slimmer. So again, I would improve that to, Within the very near future, I'm dropping down in size and I'm feeling great. I'm feeling happy. I'm feeling energetic. I'm feeling slim. My bikini looks great on me. So again, I've stopped using the word lose because loss is always negatively absorbed by the mind. I've not given myself the holiday deadline. I've not given myself the weight deadline, but I've mentioned my bikini, which reminds me of the holiday and which makes me excited because I really want to look good in that bikini. And I can believe that as well because everything else is kept more general. And tip number 2, if you're struggling with forming a believable affirmation, is change the wording from I am losing very soon. Sorry, start again. I used the word losing. Shouldn't use that. I'm slimming down within a very short time, feeling happy, feeling energetic, feeling attractive, looking great in my bikini, feeling totally new and changed, and everyone's looking at me, admiring me. Okay, that was a bit long, but you get the drift. So if that is still completely not acceptable for you, then instead of I'm slimming down in the next few weeks, instead of I'm very soon finding the ideal job, use I'm open to. Use phrases like I'm open to. Use phrases like I'm willing. So in my case, I'm open to slimming down within the next few weeks, feeling great, feeling energetic, feeling healthy, feeling supple, feeling slim, looking great in my bikini. Or use something like this. I'm open to finding my ideal job very, very soon, feeling on purpose, feeling great, feeling transformed, doing great work. So use phrases like I'm willing to, I'm open to, I am willing to be a vehicle for. These phrases just really approach your intention to achieve the desired effect, which is after all there, because otherwise you wouldn't form the affirmation, but are not as definitive as I'm slimming, I'm finding. So use phrases like I'm open to, I'm willing to, I am prepared to be a vehicle for, etc., etc. Make up something that sounds good to you and feels good to you. And finally, how to use the affirmations effectively? Well, the most efficient and success-giving way is to use them in 3 ways. You say the affirmation out loud as often as you can, creating, of course, always the relevant images with it. So don't just say the affirmation, feel it. Really feel it inside you. I'm open to slimming down in the next few weeks, feeling great, feeling attractive, looking fabulous in my new bikini, feeling healthy and transformed overall. Really picture yourself, in my case, in your bikini. Really picture those transformed, healthy feelings. Picture how you'll be, how you'll act, how you'll feel. Really go the whole way, playful out. So say the affirmations, write them down, again, feeling the feeling at the same time, and read them out. So 3 ways: saying them, writing them down, reading them out in your mind's eye, and that will trigger different centers in your brain and give you the desired result quicker. Because of course, the desired result is your desired outcome. As I've said at the beginning, the point here is always the same. The point of an affirmation is to lay new mental grooves. The point of an affirmation is to lay new neural pathways in your brain, create your dominant thoughts. Because remember, as I've said in a previous video, the mind only acts on what you're interested in. And you better make this count. The mind acts on your dominant thoughts. And we want our dominant thoughts to be the thoughts that bring us the outcome we want. And that is being achieved by forming a great affirmation, repeating it as often as we can, speaking it, writing it, reading it. And finally, don't be afraid to be flexible. If an affirmation doesn't feel or sound right anymore to you, it's not right anymore. So change it. When you need to change it, change it. Keep it short, keep it relevant, keep it in the present tense, keep it believable, but be flexible enough to change your affirmation according to how you feel. That was my contribution today on the Soul Spa live broadcast. There is a part 2 to the affirmation mini series if you so want. And part 2 will take place next Thursday, again at the same time, 4:30 p.m. GMT. And I will delve a little bit into the spiritual realm there, and I will give you a couple of ways on how to implement and live your affirmations even more in your daily life, because we want this to be not only a temporary situation, but a way of living, really, to get the maximum results. So how to implement the affirmations even more into your daily life, we'll discuss, and I'll talk about next Thursday in my live broadcast at 4:30 p.m. for the Soul Spa. And finally, if you're watching this video on replay and you're not familiar with the Soul Spa, well, why not become part of our community? Simply click on the sign up button below this page and always keep abreast of what's happening with the Soul Spa and all my lovely colleagues and practitioners who present and practice their therapies on behalf and within the Soul Spa. Remember, we also have a website, thesoulspa.co.uk, and a YouTube channel, so you can also find us there. Thank you very much for everyone who's watched that. If you're watching it in replay, please leave me your comments, leave any questions you have, any feedback, any likes, and as always, pass this video on to somebody who may benefit from it. So happy affirmation making, get those affirmations going, and I'll see you next week for part 2. Christina Juppe, health and well-being coach and rapid transformational therapy practitioner. You can find out all about me on freefromyourfears.com or transform21.net, where I sell my ready-made standalone hypnotic recordings. Have a great day. Bye for now.